Welcome into Battlefield, Infernal Shrines, different Diablo map. On the left-hand side, we have Buy for Catbois. We've got Cernoble on the Anubarak, Staler Twift on the Stukov, the Sound 51 on the Blaze, Michaelin on the Kerrigan, and Taldran, on the Tassadar. Over on the right-hand side, we're going to be looking at I'm Not Trolling. We've got Seer on the Sylvanas, Crimson Chin on the Kael'thas, Shot Down 007 on the Diva, Silent on the Muradin, and Realistic on the Anduin. I'm going to start that prediction. You got 2 minutes. How many stacks of the Kael'thas at level 1? Will he have 30 or more or 29 or less? 30 or more or 29 or less? I feel like I should have made that higher, but either way, that's a good Twitch prediction spot. Who knows? Who knows with some of these Kael'thas's? We have a Tassadar. Stacks anyways. No, Tassadar went into side infusion, sorry. Trust me, I wanted to change up the prediction, but unfortunately, there was no stacking on the Tassadar at level 1. It was only the Kael'thas stacking. So either way, we're going to go ahead and get into some of our solo and rotations for these teams, as we are going to be seeing the Sound versus Diva in the top lane. All right, some people playing those odds. I mean, it's a 1 to 28 odd if Kael'thas doesn't finish his stacks, or I guess doesn't finish the 30. Cernoble getting hit with the Chastise. Decent damage coming out as well. Leap of Faith onto Crimson Chin. Silent going to have to Dwarf Toss away. Does have the Dwarf block from level 1. No damage stacks feels bad. I think the Scion Fusion's very good for this map, though. I mean, Scion Fusion build is really good because you can get a lot of poke around the objective phase. Oh my god, Silent taking a lot of damage. Tries to back away. Will get the Dwarf Toss out as the Shock Ray comes through into 2 enemies. Alrighty, well, you got a few seconds left on your Twitch predictions if you'd like to take part in them in this first map in the 5th best of 3 of the day. Shot Down going to be popping that level 1, as you saw the health bar just jump up to a bunch of healing over time. Liquid Cooling, a really good sustain talent for the Diva in that mech form. As you can see, she's also got some healing fountain, cooldown reduction, and as well as the effects healing for a little bit more as well. Chat, this isn't a Li Ming build. We can't be mean about the builds. Sylvanas chasing onto Anubarak, and will be Cernoble burrow charging away. First objective will be bottom lane, Frozen Punisher. I'm going to be waiting about 15 more seconds to hear the announcement for that, 45 for the actual contest opening, or the point opening up for contestion. We actually have Energy Royal for the Kael'thas. I feel like we don't see this very often. Reduce the mana cost of Gravity Lapse by 70. If Gravity Lapse hits a hero, reduce its cooldown by 8 seconds. I feel like it's often Nether Winds at level 4 that we often do see, but let's go ahead and see how this is going to work out, because Kael'thas already has 10 stacks. Looking good for those Kael'thas stacks in the double soak. I should have very much made it like way higher. I was like, oh, it's Division A. They'll probably have some decent stacking. I didn't realize that this Kael'thas was a stack god, and he's 10 stacks in 3 minutes into the game. Oh, Anubarak getting shredded. Kerrigan gets a good combo onto Sylvanas. There's a good shred from the Tassadar as well, but no one to fall on either side. We sit kill list between both these teams, and the objective phase up and available, but no one triggering it just yet. Li Ming needs a rework because she has no stat. Okay. You know what we should do? We should give a level 1 to Li Ming where she can raise the damage of magic missiles by hitting enemy heroes with magic missiles. That won't scale outrageously high. Could you imagine? Could you imagine a Li Ming just chunks you for like 80% with one magic missile? And you can get like Seeker and stuff like that, and Mirror Ball. Oh man, either way, Crimson Chin gonna try and back away. Kael'thas at that 10 stack mark. Diva Mecha Explosion to zone out the enemy, as she does have the, oh no, sorry, I thought I heard the nuclear option for her, but she doesn't have that at level 4. It's the rush down. Either way, objective phase looking good to the side of I'm Not Trolling. Frozen Punisher bottom lane coming on through, and let's see what it does in this bottom lane. Sylvanas does have her Black Arrows activated, and she will be locking down the towers And she did get a Haunting Wave and a Banshee onto the fort, so that does buy a little extra time for the Punisher to get some siege here. Punisher focusing onto a few enemies, does lock down the towers with that AoE explosion. There's a root connecting onto Kerrigan. Muradin trying to put the pressure, but the tower shots start raining out, reducing armor, and that'll be Muradin backing away. Tassadar with a shock ray onto the wave, and the Punisher will get about 50% of this fort through the bottom lane. Not a bad start, but look at Muradin in the anchor position. Chastise goes out onto a few. Don't know if actually Anduin got a Chastise level 4 stack. He does have the level 7 Desperate Prayer. No Piercing Light to the Anduin, or no Piercing Stack, I believe, and this will be the Impaler Camp stolen away by the members of Buy for Catbois, as our next Punisher will be in mid or top, and it should be, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? First was Arcane. Mortar Punisher, I think, is next? I think it does have a static cycle on which Punisher, so it goes like, I think it goes like Mortar, Arcane, Frozen, Mortar, Arcane, Frozen, in that order, but where it pops up on the map, that's where the real RNG lies. I actually thought it was location and Punisher was randomized, but I believe it is. It's in a specific order. I'm about 50% sure on that one. Did Blaze? Oh, I'm sorry. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry. All right, anyways, you'll see the camp being grabbed. I wanted to grab Vision is what I want to see. Actually, this gives us a great opportunity because I want to see, does Blaze really show into the rotation as well? How dare you? Yeah, I know. Caster pushes B instead of V. All right, so do they see? This is what I want to see as well. So at least we get to see this. So Blaze doesn't see the Murd until everything is just chaos right now, and Blaze is going to be dropping very low. Jet Propulsion comes out, and it's Kael'thas to go down. He may have 17 stacks, but he's not going to be picking up any regeneration globes for the next 17 seconds, as the 10 talent tiers will be coming through in just a second or two. So let's go ahead and cycle through those numbers once again. Hashtag professional streamer. Just give me an NA production, please. I have one sip of gin and soda, and I forget how to push buttons. Shot down is going to be able to back away with the help of Silent on the Muradin, and that Mortar Punisher is up and available fairly soon. I think 7-ish, 8 minutes into the game or so, I think is the timing on that one. Delicious. Alrighty, camp for top lane. D.Va, you can hear that global announcement. She's back in her mech with that noise. I believe we can hear that because we're an observer. I don't think the enemy can hear that. Not 100% sure, actually, on that one. Oh, wait. That's Kerrigan popping the, Ultralisk right there. That was that kind of that kind of trumpet noise you just heard. I was waiting for it. I was like, D.Va, you do not look like you're in a good spot, girl, and she is going to get shredded. That's an unfortunate loss before this objective phase. We do have 10s up across the board, as I mentioned. Bunny hop for the D.Va is not something we talked about. Oh, Chastise goes out onto the Anubarak. He's able to back away. I thought he was actually threatened right there. Kael'thas gets his 20th stack, but he still needs 10 more to go. Well, he needs 9 more to go. Do I have a favorite brand of gin? For me, it's our orange. It's a Norwegian, as a Norwegian and all. There's one in Metro Detroit called Gin Stash by Rusted Crow Distillery. I really like that one. I like botanical gins. If I'm at a restaurant, I usually go, like if I'm at a fancy restaurant, I do Hendrix and soda. And if I'm making them myself, I usually just do Bombay because it's easy to buy a bottle of that. But Rusted Crow Distillery has Gin Stash. I very much like that one. That's my favorite, but I can't get it out here. Oh my god, the massive shove! Doesn't get the kill onto the Tassadar, but it was still really funny. Murden goes in with the Dwarf Toss, does get this Dwarf, gets the heavy impact and gets the slow onto the Kerrigan. She falls. We will see the Stukov go down as well. Shot down will lose their mech. Chastise onto 2. Big shot from Shot down, but the objective phase is here, and it's being fought over and won by I'm Not Trolling. I do not think you'll find a non-botanical gin. I'm fine with non-botanical gins. I think Hendrix is dry. And I'm fine, like, Tanqueray's good as well. I'm not super, super picky. I don't think I've had a gin that I don't... Oh, you know what? The only gins I don't like, but it's also because I can't drink them, are gins that are aged. Because usually when you age stuff with any alcohol, you use whiskey barrels and stuff like that. And usually there's like peat in it. And the peat makes my stomach just like 180. Like my stomach just like absolutely is in pain. So aged gins I can't do, but standard stuff is fine. But like dry London gin, like that's good. I'm fine with like Tanqueray. That stuff's delicious. Wait, who is up and available? I don't know. I forgot what I said 5 minutes ago, honestly. Oh boy. Oh boy. I only imagine there's a clip. Punisher getting a lot of value here. This is second Punisher of the game, and we are pushing on to a keep at this point. Crimson Chin getting 27 stack on that level 1. The Believer is looking pretty happy right now. But the game could end abruptly right here. Could you imagine? A day of just really short best of twos? No, hopefully not. Hopefully not. And we continue to see what happens here as we do have Siege in through mid lane. And this is going to open things up. The expectations of the next Punisher, which is going to be Frozen. No, Arcane. Because first was Frozen. The third Punisher should be Arcane, and the expectation is that it'll be mid, but it could be in bottom. And bottom's already opened up, so why not find value through mid? Pull away talents really quickly here because it seems like there might be a fight to break out. Oh, I wanted to grab vision before all this happens. And there is a split fight. Bunker down from the Blaze on the bottom of our screen. D.Va will lose her mech on the top of our screen. D.Va Pilot will go down. And that's a nice kill to the side of Bye for Catbois. Cocoon on to Murden. Stormbolt goes out as well. Chastise out from Manu and Kerrigan with the pull. There's going to be a wailing arrow from Sylvanas as the Avatar will be popped by the Murden. He decides to double back and go into the engagement. 16 talent here is not here for either side. D.Va down for the next 16 seconds. Will they continue to make this play happen? Are they going to be able to make this play happen? Chastise connects on to the Stukov as Murden is in the thick of this mess. We do have Light Bomb and... Oh, no. Oh, no. That's one of those moments where... your Anduin just was like, I got you, Murden, and Murden's like, I'm gonna leave, and there's just like a little miscommunication. I do this in my own Stormblade games. I really need to communicate with my teammates, but either way, the communication is still coming through from Bye from Catbois because they find the double kill through mid. Experience is jumping quite quickly to this blue team, and will they be able to find mid lane Siege? Massive shove onto the D.Va mech. I tried Loop Hero some days ago. I really didn't get it. I need slower games with less randomness. I could see that. Yeah, Loop Hero doesn't really explain things to you. It's kind of one of those games where, like, the more you just test and figure stuff out, the more you just figure stuff out. I learned a couple things from watching some streams, and then I played it on my own. And, like, definitely there were quite a few moments where I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Kai Berries, holy crap, Kai Berries, thank you for the host. If someone could shout out Kai Berries, it'd be very much appreciated. Thank you, Kai Berries, for the host. Thank you very much. I hope you had a great stream. I was actually lurking in your stream, Kai Berries, and I saw you talking about deep dish pizza, and I can only hope that you're talking shit about it because deep dish pizza is not good. All right, that's just me. I just don't like deep dish pizza, but. I looked over at my other monitor and I saw Kai Berries and like talking about it, and I'm like, I hope she's giving some crap to deep dish pizza. You can pause at any point, and I have auto pause after every battle check. Oh, you're talking about Loop here. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the game I was casting. I was like, what? Deep Deer's F tier pizza. Meat Yard defends it, but it's trash. I don't like deep dish. I think deep dish is bad. Detroit style deep dish, now that's good. Chicago style deep dish can go in the garbage can. Which place in Chicago? Was it Giordano's? It starts with a G. I stole one of their cups when my friend took me to their restaurant. Deep dish, yes. In America, we have, I don't think this is a thing in Europe. In America, we have this thing called deep dish pizza, which is just Google it. You'll see immediately. But actually, look up the difference. Chicago-style deep dish, and then look up Detroit-style deep dish. Those are two different pizzas. Different pizzas, one delicious, one gross. Yeah, exactly. So that was the one, Kai Berries. That was the one that I went to. We have, in Metro Detroit, everyone loves Pizzapopolis, and I think Pizzapopolis is yuck. Chicago style is fine. Detroit style is just mediocre with bread on top of it. And man, I'm gonna ban you. Don't you dare talk bad about Detroit style. By the way, Kai Berry stream, welcome to my channel. I talk about Heroes of Storm, and I get distracted by chat talking about food. Welcome to the stream. If you're having fun, if you're enjoying the games, if you've never followed, I hope you at least hit the follow button. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you again, Kai Berries, for the raid. Punisher is pushing in through the bottom lane here. Sylvanas is going to be jumping around. Sailor Twift is very low. Drops the lurking arm on the ground, but it's not going to be enough. Kael'thas finds the kill here. Bunny hops from D.Va, slowing down the Kerrigan from backing away. This is looking like a Kerrigan might fall, but no. The Chrysalis buys some time. It didn't buy enough time. Levin, thanks for the follow. Ooh, Anduin goes down. Cocoon onto Muradin. And he's able to get out. Oh, he's got the dwarf launch. He's going in, but no, this force wall from Tassadar slows things down. Quite literally, because he has the electric fence from level 4. If you haven't had this one deep dish, you have... Okay, come on, get out of here with that. That's a pie, not a pizza, yeah. But here in America, we call pizza pie. So... If you like crust more than the topping, Detroit style is good. If you wanted bread, tomato sauce, separate for Chicago style. Yeah, there's a lot of tomato sauce onto Chicago style. And that's also partially why I can't eat it. It's way too much sauce for me. Makes me nauseous and sick. Also, I don't like the crust. It's a lot thicker. It's very much more pie crusty. It's not sweet. Not typically, but it can be more like of a crunchier sort of. Not crunchy isn't the right description, but it's a lot thicker. It's less puff, more solid pastry, if that makes sense. Pizza is clearly toast with tomatoes. You know what? Susborn, you said it perfectly. You said it perfectly. Y'all are weird, and you're naming the thing usually means no. Well, Detroit style, I mean, it came about because it was obviously created in Detroit, but it was also during the automotive boom, and the thing that was what was it? God dang it, I can't remember the name of the company. I'm blanking on it right now. Buddy's Pizza bought a bunch of unused oil pans because you could buy them from the automotive companies, and they would press their oil pans so you could buy them for cheap. So Buddy's Pizza bought oil pans pressed, and they use those for their pizza, and that's how the Detroit-style pizza came about. I don't know the history of Chicago-style, but I know it for Detroit. And it was basically just a cost-effective thing for their company, and when they were basically creating stuff. Kerrigan blinks forward, she's going to be going for the Ultralisk, and it doesn't connect. See, the ultimate pizza is a calzone, which is basically a pizza burrito. I mean, I can't argue with that. I do love a calzone. Rewind for the Muradin does land the double Stormbolt onto Sir Noble, who is trying to back away. This fight through the mid lane is a little dragged out as D.Va does get the stun onto Kerrigan, gets another one right there. Nubrak is going to be able to get the Impale. Also does have that bed of barbs from level 4 to slow down the enemies. You saw that kind of little bit of a terrain adjustment or terrain difference, I guess. Either way, bed of barbs does give the slow by 25%. See the enemies walking through it. Now, I want to jump into Vision really quickly because we can see how this engagement works out. Big Wailing Arrow onto the Anubrak. The big shot, the pew pew pew, is going to be just licking the tail of this tail. Licking the butt? Kissing the butt of Anubrak. Sure, whatever we're going to do, whatever we're going to say. Kerrigan goes down. Kael'thas to be traded out. That's a massive shove onto the Muradin, but he wants the Tassadar, but Tassadar able to get away with the dimensional shift. Well, that's actually, I think, what it used to be called. I believe it's called Shadow Walk now. That's the wrong hero. Shadow Walk, yes. Muradin, Dwarf tosses in. Light Bomb! That's a dead Blaze before the Light Bomb even triggers. Just because your body can't handle Chicago-style pizza? I mean, I also don't like the flavor and the taste of it. That too. It makes me sick, and I don't like how it tastes. There, is that the answer you want? I don't like sushi because it makes me sick, but I also don't like raw fish. Kyberry shows up and Baha's chat goes to Lude. I believe it's cool. No, it's totally a coincidence. Thanks for the fun. I got to do stuff. I'm going to go lurk. Well, Jimmy, thanks for the lurk. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a fantastic day. And whatever you get up to, I hope it is wonderful. If it's homework, I hope it's a breeze. I hope it's super easy. I'm just kidding, Baha. No! My feelings are hurt. Detroit style is delicious. Can't argue with that. Boom. Easy. Twitch chat said it. Easy. Pizza is toast with tomatoes. Deep dish is soup in a bread bowl. It does kind of feel like that way with Chicago style. Stormbolt from the Murden will connect. Do you know what I always think about? I always think about what the players are thinking when they're like, God, Baha is just doesn't talk about the game half the time. He's just talking about tacos and pizza and his hate of Phoenix. Like, it's like there's like 3 topics on this Twitch channel. I can't read stream titles. Is this a chess stream? Yes, it is chess. Grilled cheese with tomato soup is deconstructed pizza. Could you imagine going to a fancy restaurant, getting served that, and it's being called that? Oh, that was such a good massive shove. Murden was about to land a massive light bomb, dwarf toss in, but the massive shove catches Murden mid-air and just says nope, and he's going to be going, well, it's Kael'thas to be going down, and so will the Stukov to be traded, but that was such a well-played moment right there. How does this work out? Kael'thas dead, Stukov dead. Let's pull away the talents and see how everything goes. Jet propulsion from Blaze. Murden is in the cocoon. Diva's almost going to be able to get the kill onto Kerrigan, but actually pushes her into the Hall of Storms. Punisher being baited towards mid. It's focusing onto the minion wave. Will it go to keep or does it go back to core? It's going to go back to core. Diva going to get the boost out as well. Chernobyl split a little bit low. Kerrigan goes into the backline. Was that a blink from the Sylvanas? No, she just had a Haunting Wave active. That's what it was. Tassadar does pull the Punisher towards mid, but it still doesn't matter. Auto attacks from Diva are shredding through the core shielding and the health bar. Murden doing his best as well. We do have a very low Tassadar on the right-hand side. Punisher Goomba stomps the Anubarak, and that bug is squashed. Tassadar will go down. A pentakill to end the game. The core will fall, and GG's over to the side of I'm Not Trolling. They take map 1 in our 5th best of 3. My body can't handle eating wood chips, so I suppose if I call them Chicago-style nachos, someone would defend them as the pinnacle of nacho cuisine. Well, someone would defend them because that's how the internet works. Here's a great example of how the internet works. One of the videos that Justin and I did recently of draft theory. There's a draft theory video that Justin and I put out last week on the Heroes Hearth YouTube channel, and we were talking about it today in the YouTube meeting with Warwick. And Warwick literally was like, half the comments. Let's just say half. Maybe it's less. Plus or minus, whatever. Half the comments are, this draft is troll, this draft is this, that's not the correct pick order, that's not the correct ban order, that's not who I'd pick first, blah, 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 blah. The other half of the comments are, oh my god, do more of this is so educational, thank you so much. That is the internet in a nutshell. If I say, you know, in Heroes the Storm, let's say, what's a controversial thing? Oh, here we go. Let's say, if I go into Heroes of the Storm and I say Li Ming missile build with glass cannon on Battlefield of Eternity is a great build, I can guarantee that there will be instantaneously someone like, oh no, you don't want to do that, no. I can guarantee it, because that's the internet. There's always going to be someone who says no, and there will always be someone who agrees as well. That's the dichotomy. And I know, yeah, like, but it's so 50-50. Everything is so split, it feels. Phoenix likes Detroit style. No, he doesn't. Stop lying. Your draft theory is bad since Probius equals God. Anything else is meh. All right. I heard you log in at the right time. You can draft Forex, Probius, and Baha. What? Huh? What's happening? Is that before or after the new level 1 missile stacking times? All right, let's pay out the people. How many level 1 stacks for Kael'thas? The believers are paid out. 30 or more. 30 or more. He has 42 stacks. I should have done 50. I thought about it, but I was like, 50 seems ridiculous. The internet will always disagree. Half of it will say pineapple and pizza's fine. Half will say that they're disgusted and they're gonna throw up in their mouth. But you know what? AJG is the best viewer I have ever had. Holy shit. AJ, holy crap, thank you for 20 more gifted subs. That's 40 gifted subs today. Holy jeez, dude. That's insane. Thank you so much, AJ. You got Funds, who likes to talk about my hair. You got Non-Champion. You got Yasu. You got Skate Walker, I think is how you say their name. S84 Walker. A lot of cuties. You got a lot of cuties. You got Fox. You got Justeris. You got Murda. Holy crap. You got Voicin. Dark Knight. Seriously, thank you for 20 more gifted subs. That is insanely generous. Really wants the pizza stream? I mean, we literally we are halfway to the pizza stream. I wouldn't say halfway, but like out of 100, because we were at like about 500 at the start of stream today. We're nearing that pizza stream. What did I miss? A very beautiful, amazing viewer came through and just dropped off their 40th sub today. Like, they dropped, like, AJ 32 minutes ago gave 20 gifted subs. We come out of a best of 3 game, or a game in a best of 3, and drops 20 more gifted subs after Kyberries deliciously hosted the channel.
Cake and pie later, buddy?
That is, seriously, y'all are insanely generous. Thank you so much. AJ, I seriously cannot thank you enough. I seriously cannot thank you enough. That is extremely nice of you. I seriously thank you. I really cannot thank you enough. That's really, really nice of you. Sorry, my brain kind of mushed there for a second. What are we doing? Where are we? Let's make sure the players are on the right sides before I load into the next map. My brain, seriously, you broke me, chat. You broke me. I was lurking and watching on TV. I had to get on the phone to say thanks. Oh, Foxers, how you doing, bud? Actually, sorry, I keep saying Foxers because just the way it all kind of spells. Are you Fox's 49er? Do you have a preferred way I say your name? I see you in chat quite a bit, and I just don't want to say your name incorrectly, that's all. Fox is fine? Okay, I'll do my best to commit that to memory. Okay, so the teams are on the correct sides. Let's see, is there any fun questing talents we can do for this game? This thing. My brain got lost at the butt bling, to be honest. I feel like, is it that Baha runs the gambling ring or the person around back exchange bandit bucks for laying dollars? Don't talk about the exchange rate, okay? Shh, don't tell Twitch chat. You love the bandit cam? All right, you know what, chat? You've been really, really nice today, bandit. I know you're sleeping, bud. I know you're sleeping. Do you want to clean your teeth, little bud? You want to clean your teeth? He's sometimes really weird about cleaning his teeth. Sometimes he eats it immediately. Sometimes he just stares at it. But y'all have been so generous. Let me go ahead and give you all a treat for Bandit. Lava, thank you for redeeming that. I will do that a little bit later because we have this. We have a dental treat for the good boy. I took it off the menu because he's just super, like, he's so very weird about dental treats lately. Can I get a little shake? Thank you. You're so gentle. Could you lay down? Can you lay down for me? All the way. Lay down all the way. Lay down. All the way. Good boy. Take it. Up. So this is where things get a little like. This is like, is he gonna go for it? Is he not? He's been weird about these things lately. So I apologize, but that's why I also took it off the menu because I was a little bit afraid that, you know, people would lose their points because there's a lot of points. So you can see right here, he's doing the thing that he usually does, which is just, he's like, do I go for it? Do I eat it? What's going on? What do I do? He doesn't know what to do. I don't understand it. Bandit, good boy. Go for it. Get it, bud. He's such a sweet boy. He's such a sweet boy. There also might be a little lacking Bandit content coming up in the next week or so because my parents are here and Bandit likes my parents more than me. So he might not be on stream as much next week, but, you know, I'll do my best to get him in here when I can. Man, y'all have been so generous today. Seriously, thank you all so much. It's like my dogs, they use them toys until suddenly it's food. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dogs are, dogs are, I love dogs. I love dogs. I honest to God, I always think about getting a second dog, but then here's the greatest example of Bandit, and this is why I could never get a second dog, or even, I don't think I could get a cat. Bandit is so attention starved that when I was watching his buddy Copper last week on Friday, I was playing around with Copper with some toys. Like, I was playing around with Copper. Like, I had, like, toys, and we were, like, doing tug-of-war and stuff. And Bandit started whining like he actually was in pain. And I got nervous, and I was like, oh, did something happen? Like, did I miss something? And so, like, I, like, poked and prodded him. He was fine. He cries wolf all the time. So when he does stuff like this, it gets really, like, it's like... You liked dental treats a week ago. Why don't you like them now? What's up, bud? Go for it. Go for your dental treat. Clean your teeth. Do you see my dog? Do you see my nervous little wreck of a dog? Do you see him? I went on one vacation and now he doesn't like dental treats. What's up, little bud? What's up? You not gonna eat your dental treat? This one, huh? Hey Tex, what's up, bud? We're just taking a second to give the good boy. Do you see this, chat? Do you see him? Do you see him? I've seen him eat dental treats immediately, but it's like it's this weird thing. It's this very weird thing. All right, let me see if I can get here. Let me see this. I know you got your paw on it. What you doing? You want this? Put it on your head. Put it on your head. I got slobber out. Whoops. All right. Let's see. All right, we have the map loaded up, and all right, so a Nubarak is going to be going for Regeneration Master at level 1. Is Regeneration Master uncapped, chat? That's true, AJ. That's very true, AJ. That's very, very true. It does cap, thank you. I was like, I don't think it's an uncapped quest, but let me just ask chat. Does a Nubarak finish level 1 at end? Yes, 30 and done. No, 29. Oh, that's 69. Whoopsie. 29 and incomplete. Did I spell that right? I think I did. See, do you see this, chat? Now he just demolished it. He just demolished the dental treat out of nowhere. Are you my good boy? Did you eat your whole dental treat like a good guy? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Bye. Yeah. Come on. You good boy. All right. Thank you seriously, everyone, for being so generous today. Thank you so much for hanging out. And let's go ahead and get into our next map. All right. So we'll have does a Nubarak finish level 1 at end? So 30 and done, 29 and incomplete. All right, cool. Let's go ahead, jump into the game, introduce the teams, and we'll go from there. All right, see you in the game. Welcome back to Division A West. On the left-hand side, we have Bye for Catbois up in this best-of-3 series, looking to close things out in a 2-0. We got May, played by Sir Noble, The Sound on Dahaka, Michaelin on the Zeratul, Junkrat to be played by Taladoran, and Sailor Twift on the Lucio. My apologies, I actually said that wrong at the start, and I have things wrong. It is going to be I'm Not Trolling, who are looking to close things out in a 2-0, because we have Mephisto played by the Seer. We have Shot Down on the Gazlo, Silent on the Nubarak, Crimson Chin on the Urel, and Urialistic on the Brightwing. I'm going to start that prediction right now. You got 2 minutes, get your predictions in. Sorry about that at the start, my apologies, but it is going to be I'm Not Trolling who are up in the best-of-3 series. They're the ones looking to close things out. It's actually Bye for Catbois looking to take us to a map number 3. Can they do it? Well, we're going to find out here. I'm chilling. I had to go hard in the paint at the first ARAM and got 2 chromies, but we pulled out the W. Hell yeah, bud. You got a minute 30 on your predictions. Will Anubrek get those 30 stacks? He's Regeneration Master at level 1, so he needs 30 Regeneration Globes by the end of the game. He sits at 1 stack right now. Will he get those 30 stacks? I do want to remind you, Kael'thas got 42 in the last game on Infernal Shrines. My Anduin's back hurts from pulling you with all those Leap of Faiths. By the way, 8 minutes, chat. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Just a warning to all you West Coasters. No, from keeping my team alive. Oh, okay. Anyways, rotations will continue throughout the map. You got 45 seconds on your gambles if you'd like to take part in it. And let's go ahead and see what happens here on Volskaya Foundry when it comes to camp priority, because look at this over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to get some player vision set up, and actually, I want to jump onto the opposing side vision. No one has seen the Dahaka. Actually, Dahaka just showed for a second right there. So Crimson Chin and Shot Down do know that he's around, but the sound shows in wave, and it's going to be just into that bottom lane to get clear. Meanwhile, in mid lane, we have more rotations to be had. 5 stacks on the Anubrek already. My back hurts because I'm old. Yeah, same. I literally got a text message from one of my friends asking me today how my back was doing. Mephisto jumps out with the Shade of Mephisto. He throws out a Skull Missile as well. Impale coming out from the Anubrek as we have a beam or a laser from Shot Down. The fight over the Biotic Emitter will be had between both these sides. Posture check, it is absolutely awful. We do have the Biotic Emitter going over the side of by Sir Noble. Excuse me, May goes in with the icing. That's going to be a double kill for the side of Buy for Catbois. And that is going to be our blue team grabbing the first 2 kills of the game. So I'm in a recliner right now. Well, yeah. I do a horrible job of sitting up straight. That is my issue. Your back hurts because you permadamage doing something stupid? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I have horrible posture. My spine kind of makes like a wobbly shape in the vertical position. But the good old scoliosis. Woo! Dahaka in bottom lane pushing up the wave. Crimson Chin just slowly clearing things out in front of the gate, playing it slow and safe. Does lose a little bit of tower HP, but that is the trade to go with that, as we do have the 7 talents here soon to be grabbed by the side of Buy for Catbois. Gazlo over to the right-hand side. He'll go ahead and grab this camp. Objective phase A is open and available, and it's actually 7's up. And it seems like I'm not trolling, need to just wait for the available 7 talents here before they can step in. So we'll probably see about 30% or so go over to the side of Buy for Catbois. Silent X is going to get scouted out by the Lucio and forced away into the mid lane. And he'll just go, oh, I just meant to clear. That was all he was doing. He was just clearing the entire time. No big deal whatsoever. As we go ahead and see a potential fight over this. And I said 30%, but the wave clear is not what I was expecting, or at least the experience is not coming in as quickly as I was expecting. 50-some% and rising to the side of Buy for Catbois, who are looking to grab first Triglaw Protector of the game and trying to turn things around in this best of 3 series, the 5th best of 3 of the day. Blizzard from the May. Chattering Teeth do go out. Alright, so we have 84% to the side of Buy for Catbois. Dahaka soaking bottom. Zeratul soaking out that top, pushing back the wave. And I'm looking at just some of the talents coming through. Zeratul, pretty much standard build across the board. May has some more survivability talents, especially with the battery backup and also with the crystallize, because that does give spell armor. I'm going to hold that thought for a second here, pull away the talents because the fight breaks out over this left-hand side camp. We are going to be seeing quite a bit of damage onto the Dahaka. I'm not sure if anyone was able to get this fortification camp yet. No one's able to pick this up. We do have a fortification from the side of Buy for Catbois. This is a polymorph onto the Dahaka. He's trying to back away. Mephisto looking for one more Skull Missile, can't land it. And there's going to be a Blizzard from May just to slow down this Mephisto from making anything happen here. But speaking of things happening, we have the channel continuing to the side of I'm not trolling. And the Anubrek burrows into the lane. He's just going to be able to poke and continue to build up those stacks. 13 stacks 5 minutes in, 14 stacks actually. This Anubrak doing very good on those regeneration globes. Not an easy talent, does give you a lot of tankiness, and that also allows him to go into this burrow charge build with the Underking as well as the Subterranean Shield, but we'll talk about that in a second because the fight still continues to break out around this objective phase with the potential Triglav Protector over to the side of I'm Not Trolling. Anubrak does go down, and he is going to be out for the next 19 seconds. Sailor Twift and the rest are looking at shot down. Sailor Twift, do you have enough damage? The sound wave is not enough. Sailor Twift tanking some tower shots. Mephisto goes in, gets the auto attack, and finds the kill. It's a trade, Lucio for Anubrak, but does the Triglav Protector go over to the side of Buy for Catbois? They have the channel, the contested points coming up, 10 talent tiers are here. We actually have an adaptation Dahaka, so he can tank more damage. Big Riptire from the Junkrat as well. Zeratul did go VP, Ice Wall from the Mei, and high fives from the Lucio. We'll see how all this works out as the members of I'm Not Trolling don't have their 10s, but they're still going back in, and Nubrak is going to be here. A lot of blue members have low health bars. The overtime is here for the members of Buy for Catbois. Lucio racing his way in. He's going to try and high five as much as he can, or maybe not just yet, as he's just trying to make sure that the sound gets some of that sound to be able to stay alive. The point is neutral per se. It's 50% over the side of our A team. Big Emerald wins from the Brightwing. There's going to be a big Gravo plus the Durance of Hate, but Sailor Twift is still alive. The sound so low. One auto attack. The Goomba Stomp. The drag will connect. The Cocoon onto Mei, and Crimson goes down. Dahaka to Hearth out as the objective goes over to the side of our red team. Oh.
Blue team has taken control of our protector.
Oh my god, what an engagement right there. Dahaka Hearth and then goes ahead and burrows into bottom lane, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he just used burrow. So, Triglav, what does it grab here? Fort front gate through mid, and same thing for top? Rom, thank you for the follow as well. Glad you enjoyed the content, bud. Sorry if I missed that earlier. Rocket Glove pushes back the Mei. Lucio just wall riding out as we do have the burrow for the second for the Dahaka. He did go Hero Stalker, which is actually going to synergize with the Enduring Swarm. So you have the Enduring Swarm plus the Hero Stalker, plus you have the Symbiosis. So you have Spell Armor plus cooldown reduction plus Essence gained. A very survivable Dahaka build right now. Also, that Spell Armor is great into the Mephisto and the into the Gazlo as well. Drag going out, but not connecting onto Crimson, who does get the Avenging Wrath back into the front gate. Mr. I'm Stuck, you cursed him. Dahaka's tongues have been on point as I just show a Dahaka tongue not connecting. GG's, go next. That's it. Oh, I guess you don't go next because I'm Not Trolling has one game in this best of 3. So maybe not GG's go next. Maybe it's you still keep contesting. But either way, 13s will be up in favor for the side of Buy for Catbois. I'm Not Trolling is just still waiting for that 13 to come in. So what does our blue team do with this? Are they going to be able to try and force a fight? Are they going to be able to make a gank happen? Looks like the fortification camp is going to be the call for now. Anubrak with the Impale. Burrow build, as I mentioned, from the Anubrak. He's got the Burrow charge range increase as well as the damage. But the Durance of Fate goes out. There's going to be the Burrow in. There's going to be a spread of Durance of Fate. The Zeratul gets out with like 72 HP, and he's considering to go back in. Lucio amplifying some of that HP, as well as getting the reverse amp value in all of this. There's a Cocoon onto the Lucio who gets the push off, and Zeratul had that cleave to try and speed things up, and it seems like the fortification, biotic emitter goes over to the side of I'm Not Trolling. Oh my god. What an insane game number 2. I'm liking it, though. I'm liking this game number 2, Chad. It's been very enjoyable thus far. Fortitude and kills. Buy for Catbois might be able to swing the momentum. It's Fortitude and kills, but I say swinging the momentum in the series, but look at the structures right now on the right-hand side. Gates are still mostly up. I mean, we're talking one tower here, but in top lane, we got what? 60-some% of the damage onto the fort, and actually, no. There we go. A little bit of free damage, so it looks like about 75% off of that fort in top. In mid lane, this fort's pretty low as well, sitting around 25% on top as well. But we'll have to see how things go with Control Point B. It shouldn't be far off from an announcement. Will they be able to play into this? I'm actually looking at the red team vision really quickly for the Bright Wing. Junkrat shown throwing a trap out. I'm waiting to see if there's any sort of flank vision, but I guess they don't even go for a flank position. There is our Control Point B up and available for the side, for both these teams, excuse me. I was going to say positionally, it's a little bit in favor for buy for Catbois. Just because of the way that they're kind of on their position on the map. I do want to talk about one quick thing, and that's Dahaka on this map. I think this is one of Dahaka's worst maps. It's not like, oh yeah, he loses here instantaneously, but here's the biggest thing that I want to talk about. Dahaka gets a lot of value from brush stalking into flank positions to catch enemy heroes with the isolation or even a drag to pull that hero into a worse position, maybe from the backline into the engagement. Dahaka can't brush stalk into top. There is no, I mean, not technically fully top, but he can't brush stalk into Control Point B is what I should be saying, because there's no brush for him. The closest brush is here around the biotic emitter, where a lot of teams end up setting up to be able to catch the vision in their rotation. So all in all, like it's such a hard map for Dahaka. You can get some value around Control Point A, as you have the two brushes on the left and the right, and then you also have the same thing in this bottom area. There's a brush on the left and the right hand side, singular, but it does allow you to get that flank positioning. So this map, a little hard for Dahaka to play in the past. We'll see if that's the case here. Junkrat gets a few frag launcher grenades to clear out the wave, and we're seeing 16s first to the side of our blue team, and we have 70-some percent. Actually, yes, 79% over the side of I'm Not Trolling. I do like the talent build adjustment to go into Darkstorm. I agree. I definitely agree with you, my friend, because you're getting cooldown reduction on your brush stock. Excuse me, on your Darkstorm. You have the cooldown, so you get more essence as well from your level 4. You get spell armor from just activating it, and then also you're now reducing the armor of the enemies by 10 for 0.75 seconds. And then also we have elongated tongue, so that all kind of synergizes well together. A tanky Dahaka build, as he's going to be split pushing bottom lane. Since you're getting the speed boost so infrequently, I agree. Here comes the brush stock into that flank position. Isolation to be used by the Zeratul. Dahaka, I am so sorry. I broke everything right there and then. I broke everything. I broke everything to show APM, chat. I'm so very sorry. I think you know what it's stuck on. I think it's stuck on Dahaka audio because he burrowed under the ground. Anyways, my apologies aside, that's a triple kill over to the side. Why is the audio giga janked all of a sudden? Is it better? No, the audio's super weird. What did I do? I've never broken the game this hard before. What did I do? How did I break the game this hard?
As it should be.
Why does it sound like this all of a sudden, chat? I don't know what I did. But I've broken the game. It's gone to like mono or something like that. What? Sounds like my audio. That's super weird. Speakers. Change it, then change it back. Let's do NVIDIA, sure. And then we'll resume, and then we'll do options. Let's do speakers. Nope. Super weird. Super weird. I've never broken this game this hard before. We'll survive, yeah, it's whatever. I'll restart the game after this. It should only be for this game. You know what I think it is? So I went to go hit Control 3 to do this, and I think I fat fingered hitting just the number 4, and I think Dahaka was under the ground or something like that. And I think that just we're stuck on that audio. Yeah, oh well. Hopefully it's just this replay. Oh, I mean, it's not even the replay file. It's something I did. But either way, I'll reset the game afterwards. Big damage into the backline. That's going to be a Brightwing and a Gazlo to fall. The weird thing is the announcer is absolutely fine in the background. That sounds normal to me. Crimson Shin getting a little bit low here. A Nubrak burrows under the ground, trying to back away. This is going to be decent damage out from either side. Drag out from the Dahaka does connect, and that is going to be the Mephisto to fall. Follow Dahaka until he unburrows. Yeah, here we go. This is it. This is it. Ah, yes. I actually want to try one more thing really quickly. I want to see if this resets it. Fixed it. All right, there you go, chat. I figured it out. I'm a god. You're welcome. Though I will say this, my right side over here, this is a little busted. My control point and who's in the trigger lock protector, that might be a little bit busted. Dahaka's name would be the sound. Yeah, I might have broken something else. He may be a rap god, but he's a broke the game god. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there you go. That's how you fix that one. I don't know about all this stuff on the right-hand side of our screen, but hey, you know what? It all doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get the vision properly set. We're going to see control point C in a little bit here as it's 20 to 18 in our levels, 10 to 3 in kills. Die for Catbois are looking to be able to take us to a map number 3, but it's not a guarantee just yet. Big talent tier advantage. How do they utilize this? I'm a genius. Oh, no. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Lucio just hovering around as he's healing up and reverse amping around this Biotic emitter. No announcement on our control point C just yet. 20 talent tier, half a level away from I'm Not Trolling. Will the members of Die for Catbois make a play before that 20 talent tier happens? Stuff on the right should go away if you go forward and time them back. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I had no idea this was a replay. It is. Yes, indeed. Now you know the veil has been shown, or the veil has been the curtain has been pulled back. There you go. That's probably the right one. Some Wizard of Oz reference. My hope is that when we get control point C, it just fixes everything on the right hand side. Nope. Doesn't. Whatever. That's okay. What is it? Isn't it like control shift? No, I forget what the combo is. Whatever. I just noticed Nubrak got a stacks. He did get a stacks. He did. We'll pay out the people at the end of the game, but right now we have control point C. The counter's working for control point C, but we just have the trig glove in the way right there. Maybe as the game goes, it will just fix itself. There we go. See, kind of fixing itself a little bit. Control point C, Dahaka is up in the top lane. Gonna quickly check and see, does he have brush stock? Yes, he does. So he can brush stock onto this right-hand side, look for the flank in this engagement. We have Sir Noble on the left-hand side, going for the channel. Check into the bush with the Skull Missile from the Mephisto, making sure no one's kind of just floating in that bush. And in top lane, Dahaka still pressing up the wave. He does have that camp and a catapult. Quickly checking to see catapult damage, 308, which means it's 616 damage into structures. Skull Missile goes out. Waiting. Dahaka going to catch Stoke in mid as well. Just deep pushing waves. We got 35 to 22%. Actually, 40% actually is where it stalls out for the time being as that top lane camp arrives to the keep front gate, and look at that gate just get shredded down. Urel's gonna have to respond to it, but the Ice Wall comes out, so does the VP from the Zeratul. Big Gravel Bomb from the Gazlo, mitigated by the Ice Block of the Mei, that Cryo Freeze. Riptire from the Junkrat. I don't know if he had extra oomph. Yes, he does, because he's got full cooldown on that already. The Zeratul goes down. He drops the fortification camp before activating it, so it's gonna be going over to Lucio for free. Actually, I think that was Brightwing who picked it up. Either Either way, it doesn't matter because that is going to be a new Brett going down. Mephisto to fall as well. It's a 1-for-2. Polymorph on to Sailor, who was a pig for a second. Going to be able to speed boost right out of there as Dahaka's back in the mix. We have Realistic on the Brightwing getting chased by Sir Noble. Dahaka looking for something here. Lucio going to speed his way back into the engagement as this is a very, very sketchy spot for the Brightwing to sit. Junkrat back in the mix as we have that high five from Lucio coming through. Riptire coming up from Junkrat, but it's going to be canceled out by the, I think he... Righteous Hammer maybe from Urel. Either way, it's canceled out. He's not going to be able to get that Riptire. Full cooldown. Gazlo buying a little bit of time, but he should fall. Does find the stun onto Lucio. Still, the steel trap coming around the corner, and Gazlo tries to make the dip, dive, and dodge. And meanwhile, while all this was happening, remember that camp I talked about? Member chat? Well, it just took down a keep. Alrighty. So, Channel, 50% and rising. May pushing up the wave through bottom. Dahaka, Junkrat, grab a camp. Zeratul back in the mix. 40 seconds on the Gazlo, 24 on the Brightwing. And Lucio just hangs out. Now, bottom lane is probably where the priority push is going to be happening, and we'll bring back the talents for anyone wondering. Alright, Triglaw Protector going into bottom lane. This bad boy deals some decent damage into structures as... Look at that, the game fixed itself.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
Sorry, I thought I was in the wrong zoom for a second. There we go. Nubrak in the flank position, not showing on the mini-map as he just now shows into the backline onto the Junkrat, but Junkrat's able to avoid a lot of this damage. Triglove, they're like, okay, top lane keeps down, let's just go core. Top lane keep is gone. Let's just slap the core as quickly as possible. Junkrat might actually die just trying to get to core, and that is exactly the case. Sir Noble pops the cryo freeze, buying a little bit of time. Dahaka meandering his way into the engagement. 69 health, dropping lower on this core as that is going to be. This is looking like map number 3 is going to go over to the side of bye for Catbois. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to a map number 3. GG, well played. I think I missaid that at the ending. I think I said map 3 goes over to that team. Map 2 goes over to the side of Cat Daddies. Map 2. Dear Lord. Man, what a casting day. Does a Nubrak finish level 1 at the end? That is a gold level 1, so yes, 30 and done. 30 and done for the Nubrak. Just walking in and ignoring everything, pretty much. Strong finish, yeah. I would say that was a well-deserved finish for bye for Catbois. I think they played that map extremely well. Dahaka with nearly the highest heroic damage in the game. Nearly. 5,000 off, a little less than 5,000 off from the Mephisto. This cast goes to 11. Man, I want to watch Spinal Tap again. But I don't think it's free on anything. I think I have to pay for it if I want to watch it anywhere. Alrighty, I am gonna quickly run to the bathroom. I've had a lot of fluids today, and it's all hitting me. So I'm gonna leave you with Bandit Cam, and I'll be right back, and we will get into map number 3. Okay, don't go anywhere. All right, BRB chat. BRB. I will be right back. Oh, actually, I owe you all this too. Here, let's do this before I go. Oh. Hi, bud. Are you spoiled? Are you a spoiled bandit? Yes, you are. But you're a perfect little boy. This butt goes to 11. Oh, 10 out of 10 butt. It's funny because I was wondering why I was making the teams wait for him while he's feeding Banditration in the last game. Yeah, the secret's out. The secret's out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bandit's now your time to ascend to the throne of streamer. He is the streamer. We all know this. Let's be honest. Bandit is the streamer. Nothing. Hi, how are you? Hey, streamer. Hey, we weren't talking about overthrowing your channel. No. All right, I believe the players are on the same sides. Yes, the players are on the same sides. All right, we're heading to Towers of Doom. Let's see, are there any fun questing talents we can do for this map 3? This. How are but indeed. Indeed, Abacus. Let's see, level 1s, level 1s, level 1s. Hey, there's a Stitches Hungry for More at level 1, so let's do that. That is an uncapped quest. How many level 1 stacks for Stitches at end? Let's do it. So we're going to Towers of Doom. What do you say? 50? 40? Baha's the figurehead of this channel, the face as it were. 800, that's a little much. Let's do 40 stacks? What do you think, 40 stacks for Stitches level 1? $30 to $40 probably is not. Yeah, that's what I think, Be Crazy. That's what I think. I would agree. We'll say 40 or more or 39 or less. Before we get into this game, I'm curious. Is 49 seems reasonable for this map? 40 seems reasonable? I think 40 is reasonable. So maybe do 35. No. 40 or more, 39 or less. That's what we're going to do. I will ask this. Has anyone watched the new... And please don't spoil it. Has anyone watched the new Mystery Science Theater 3000? Apparently, you can buy, like, the Gizmoplex Pass, but it doesn't give you, like, early... Like, apparently one of the movies is already out, but you can't watch it yet till, like, May or something like that. I love Mystery Science Theater, but, like, there was such a, like, a big paywall, and I was like... Anybody watch it? Is it worth the paywall? But I guess I can't even watch it till May 6th, apparently, which is a bummer because I was really looking forward to more of them. Anyways, let's go ahead. Let me close out all of this, and let's get into our next map, our third map in our 5th best of 3 of the day, and we're going to be getting into Towers of Doom. I'm going to introduce the teams, and then we'll do the Twitch prediction, okay? So let me go ahead and hit some buttons, and I will see you in game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Division A West matchup of I'm Not Trolling versus Buy for Catbois. On the left-hand side, we got Buy for Catbois, Sir Noble on the Anubarak, Michaelin on the Mephisto, Sound on the Leorc, Tillerindim on the Junkrat, and Sailor Twift on the Dahaka. Just, you know, you just kind of mumble words when you're not sure about team names or player names. I'm Not Trolling in the red. We've got Seer on the Deathwing, Shot Down on the Stitches, Silenex on the Maltheo, Crimson Chin on the Sylvanas, and Realistic on the Brightwing. The Twitch prediction has begun. Final prediction for this series right here. Will Stitches, on his level 1, he's going to be going for Hungry for More. Will Stitches have 40 or more stacks, or will he have 39 or less? I like how it's showing Hypershift for a second there. I was like, why is the Hypershift tooltip being shown? I got very nervous. How does a pause work in a replay? Do we know about them? There's an audio cue for it, but no, there's no pauses. So, like, if a pause happens, the replay file basically jumps from when the pause happens to when the game commenced. So basically, it's a 0 frame drop. Like, you don't notice it unless I have the in-game chat on, which I turn off the in-game chat because then you'll see the 3, 2, 1 countdown and stuff like that pop up. But sometimes you'll hear the audio cue in a game. You can just see the chat, but you can't see the chat, hostile, because I turn it off. Get wrecked. Got him. Wrecked him. By the way, how did Haley like that tea? Wrecked them. Wrecked them, Stark. Yeah, tier 3 subs can see it. Oh, I thought she was working from the house. Because I assumed that she was working from the house when you said you're gonna go get her a tea at the office. Because I assumed you meant her office room. Sorry, my bad. I misunderstood from the joke earlier today. Oh, midweek in the office, okay. Stitches taking the long way around, gets a bite onto the Junkrat. By the way, you still have, oh, I was gonna say you still have time to get your predictions in, but you all gambled very effectively, and I'm proud of all of you. 5 stacks on the Stitches already, as the Sapper Camp, 1, 2, 3 go into the tower. I'm with Stark on what I heard. I think you all need to get your hearing checked, I'm just saying. I think all of you need to get a hearing check where they give you the headphones and they make you sit in the booth and they play tones for you. And then they charge you $65 even though you didn't want that test, but they were like, you need this. And I'm like, no, I don't. I have ear problems. I have hearing issues that I already know about, so it's just like, yes, I understand that I'm tone deaf in my left ear. No shit. I don't need a test to tell you that. Oh. Anyways, sorry. My apologies. We're tangent heavy today, and it's a good time. And I hope you're all having fun enjoying the stream and enjoying the games. By the way, tomorrow morning is an early morning stream. I'll be doing an early morning Thursday stream because my family comes in the afternoon, so I want to spend time with them and also eat pizza. But spend time with them is the critical factor. It's like number 1, family. Number 1.25, eating pizza. Camps on the, the channel on the left and the right-hand side will be traded. We have Deathwing working their way into the engagement here. Maltheo to rotate down. Maltheo did go on a pale horse, so he has very quick movement speed in between lanes while mounted. But it doesn't look like he was mounted on the way into this engagement. It doesn't seem to matter because Sir Noble is being chased by Silent. Realistic has the channel, and that is going to be I'm Not Trolling getting 8 shots into the left side core. My apologies for showing the core damage instead of the Anubrek falling to the Deathwing, but still 6 to 7. Oh, 6.5 to level 7, as this is looking very good for I'm Not Trolling at the start of map number 3. I have both really good hearing and really bad hearing. You know what, Hostile? I'm right there with you, bud. It's so weird. Simple Jackson, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Deathwing LP. Deathwing is, we've actually you know what's kind of crazy? We've been seeing a lot of Deathwing today. This is like the second or fourth, somewhere in between there. Maybe it's the third game. I don't know. I feel like we've seen quite a bit of Deathwing today throughout the stream. So it's been fun in the 5 best of 3s we've been casting. I find shield build underwhelming. On who? Anubarak? Who? Are you talking about like the Hardened Carapace build on Anubarak? So W build. The Hardened Carapace build. I think Hardened Carapace has its spots. I personally, when I play Anubarak, I love Shed Exoskeleton at level 4 because it gives you mount speed. Shed Exoskeleton gives you 30% movement speed when you slap your W. So you get a shield and 30% movement speed, which basically means you can be mount speed. So Chase and Disengage are really, really good with those. I see a lot of people go Bed of Barbs, and I think it's a very good utility. It's just for me, I think I need the Band-Aid of Shed Exoskeleton. Maybe it's a Band-Aid, maybe it's not. I love W at level 4 for Anubarak when I play him. I'm a Beetle build boy. I love my Beetle Borgs. As the fight continues around the single Sapper Camp. We have an objective phase that's up and available. Someone could sneak away for this, but no, it's all in onto the Sapper Camp. Who's gonna get it? It actually hasn't even been cleared out, and it does go over to the side of Die for Catbois. Seems like I'm Not Trolling is dying for Sapper Camps. See what I did there, chat? See? Did you see what I did there? ARAMs haven't converted me? Oh, I mean, ARAMs have their own meta as well. ARAM games are great. Deathwing has the level 7 Skyfall. Whoa, Stitches is going to be going into second helping as well. I rarely see this Gambit talent. I feel like this Gambit goes extremely well with the Savor the Flavor at level 1 because you're getting a second charge, or excuse me, you're getting an additional charge, however you want to verbalize that. You have 2 charges of Devour, so the second helping at level 1 is really, really good because then you, or Savor the Flavor I think is the name of the talent, is really, really good because you can get more stacking off that level 1 with this level 7. But this does give Stitches even more survivability. The big thing is you have to be at max health. If Stitches is at max health after using Devour, he gains a shield equivalent to 15%. And now I will say this talent is also very synergistic with the level 1 as well that's currently taken because you're scaling your base health. And if you're scaling your base health, then you're scaling the 15% of that shielding. So there's value in both of these. It's just that's the difference is all. Is you're basically increasing the shielding or you could be increasing your level 1. Isn't it? I think it's regeneration is what it gives him. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark? Okay, alright. Imagine being any of these players watching this VOD back. I'd just... Does this guy ever cast the game, or is he just gonna hit the button and talk about pizza 90% of the time? Those players will laugh. I hope they do. I hope they do. Otherwise, if they don't have a sense of humor. Boom. Nailed it. Got him. Destroyed. Oh, they're fired. Alrighty. Singular alter phase, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, just double checking really quickly right there. As it is going to just be slam onto the Deathwing. Sappers still in bottom lane. Not going to be able to be pushed up here. I think they should be cleared out unless they're just completely left uncontested. Hook. Gorge. Slows. There's going to be the cleanser. Yeah, the gorgeous mind control onto Anubrak. Anubrak cannot catch a break. Hooked. Gorged. He's like, I'm going to make it out alive. Mind control. He's like, okay, I'm still alive. Last rites. He's like, fuck, I'm dead. Unfortunate as the channel comes through. 4 more shots into the left side core. Buy for Catbois. Looking a little wobbly in this game number 3. Things are still looking better and better to the side of I'm not trolling. If you're gonna focus the tank, you best get the kill. No, let's just burn 3 heroics for it. Granted, one of those heroics does get cooldown reduction from getting the kill, so I know overall I would say 100% that was worth. Like the cooldowns on these abilities are not that high. 40 seconds on mind control. 65 seconds now on last rites. Gorge, 65 seconds. So on average, you should have everything back at the same time. And look at this right now, Gorge. Oh, actually, you don't get the 5 seconds actually. So it was 70 seconds because the last rites. Unless I'm incorrect on that. I didn't look. I'd have to go back and look at the replay at that moment. But either way, mind control again from Sylvanas. I realized that Gorge and mind control, or excuse me, Gorge and last rites were not used at the same time, so maybe you do get the 5 seconds on it. Regardless, alter phase will be single in the center of the map, or the middle point of the map, as we do have constant skirmishing around this bottom lane. Ooh, Durance of Fate goes out, but it won't connect. We do have the upgraded hook as well for the Stitches. Concussion Mine from Junkrat, Burrow in from the Anubrak, gets some CC. Phase Shift from Brightwing comes through. We do have this damage onto Stitches. He bites onto an enemy. He's trying to survive. He doesn't want to lose a Gambit stack. Realistic getting the blink heals, but that is a double kill to Junkrat as there was a grouping up of the Stitches and Brightwing. Stitches will lose one of his 5 stacks of second helping. He's now gaining 12% when he bites at maximum HP. Speaking of also maximum HP, Stitches at 19 stacks. If anyone's wondering what his max HP is, it's 5,708. Now I know it says Stitches and it shows a Nubrak. This is just how the death screen works in Heroes of the Storm when you are looking as an observer. Also, fun fact, when you're playing this map, when you die, look over here. The spirit healer only shows up when you're dead in game. It shows up to us because we are in observer mode, so it's always there. But if you are alive, it's not showing. If you're dead, that spirit healer shows up in that bottom right corner. So, a little tidbit about the map if any of you like to look around the map when you're dead and you're like, well, my team's throwing. Might as well just look and see what the model stuff looks like on the map. And also, another fun little key thing on the map, the bell tower phase actually shows who owns what lane. So if bottom left were to get converted, this little gem right here would actually turn to the yellowish orange because it shows top, mid, bottom. Little cool things like that. You can always look at your mini-map, but it's just cool to show that way. Or maybe if, like, some annoying streamer covers up his mini-map, you can always look at that and figure out what's happening on the map. Boom. Easy. GG. Oh, wait, that ult? Which ult? March of the Black King? March of the Black King has its value. Gorge onto the Mephisto. Cocoon does spit out the Mephisto. That's the mechanic of that one. We do have the bell tower on the left-hand side converted, or the bottom left side converted. This is a Mephisto able to back away with like a sliver of HP. I'd say more than a sliver. Hook goes out. Oh, Mephisto, that was scary. As the Deathwing uses the Cataclysm across the enemy team, trying to get some more pressure onto Sailor Twift. The bell tower is converted so they can play underneath this. Sir Noble, very low on the right side of our screen, does try to back away. Last rights onto Sailor Twift, does find the kill. 5 more seconds off that death time, or off that, no way he gets that hook! Double kill before a triple altar phase. This could be 15 shots into the left side. I mean, why didn't he even entomb the Gorge? Because he didn't have it? Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, I wasn't following the chat. Sorry, my apologies. Could be game with boss. Actually, yes, that math does add up. Holy crap, yeah, it could be 18 damage. Deathwing delays out. Bottom and right side go over. Deathwing with the delay. 8 HP remains. There's no way they get this embossed. There's no way. That'd be ridiculous. That might be actually, if that happens, if that actually happens, that could be the most damage I've ever seen in a game. Okay, Mephisto delays out bottom, but since Mephisto is showing in bottom lane, this is the green light for I'm not trolling to go in. It's 5v4. Mephisto can't make it here in time. It's 8 HP as well. None of the sappers make it over the bottom lane. March of the Black King through the enemies. Polymorph at the end. Rip Tire from Junkrat in a safe position. Mid lane bell tower goes down. I'm flabbergasted at what is happening right now. A lot of low members on the right side, though. This is a very low Deathwing. He could get shredded. Crimson Chin needs to back away. Shot down as well. Cocoon onto Malthael. Malthael gets the last rights onto the Anubarak. I was like, how the hell did he get that kill? The friendly hook was attempted onto Malthael, but it will land onto Leoric. Now, Leoric, this is a rough... Now, you need the instant polymorph here, so he can't Wraith Walk. He should be able to back away. Good Lornado from the Deckard. 2 shots will be delayed out. How you doing, CG? Thanks for coming by. I hope you're having a fantastic day, bud. What a fantastic game so far. Oh my god. 2 shots. 2 shots. So Gravekeeper takes 2 damage. The Ravenlord sitting at 8 HP. Yes, the Gravekeeper and the Ravenlord are the respective sides of this map. You actually are battling out between them. Hook. Oh, shut up! Mind Control, Lornado. Deckard Cain finishes out his level 1 questing talent, so he's got the extra reduction in armor as well as the duration of visibility onto an enemy. Oh, man. What a hook. I mean, Mephisto gets out of that, but dear Lord, what a hook. Seems like 1, 2, 3 sappers go over the wall. Mid lane gets reconverted. Next objective is middle and bottom. It could be game ending. Shut up with these hooks. I look away at Twitch chat for 2 seconds and these hooks. These frickin' hooks. Okay, Gorge was going to be interrupted by the Cocoon from the Anubarak. Now, Stitches, the abilities from Deckard Cain don't really time out very well with the Cocoon, with the Herodric Cube as well as the Scroll of Sealing. Sappers were grabbed on the right-hand side. Malthael pushing up the top lane, has 2 sappers available with him. Hook out from Stitches. Gosh, just short of the Junkrat right there. 29 stacks on the Stitches right now. 15 minutes in. What a game. All right, I'm going to pull away the talents really quickly because this could be the game-ending fight. Actually, you know what? Let's pull away the talents and show the APM. Who doesn't love the APM? Whoa, Sir Noble. Oh, the last right still going through, getting the cooldown reduction. Again, that's another stack. I feel like that's the most last right stacks I've seen in a very long time. 4 stacks for the Mephisto right there as there's a chase on to a polymorph Junkrat. He does go down. Sailor Twift extremely low, trying to back away. Malthael still chasing in. Mephisto gets gorged and put next to the fort on the left-hand side. Realistic going for the channel. Mephisto trying to go in for the delay, but it's Sylvanas who gets the channel. The shots rain in. The series goes over to I'm Not Trolling. A great best of 3. GG, well played.